During my high school years, there were many fads. You had those that would master the yo-yo, and others that would spend their time trying not to let the hacky sack hit the ground. These fads interested me some, but the fad that really made me jealous was breakdancing. Kids would gather in a hallway during their lunch and have a dance-off, seeing who could spin on their head or bounce on one arm. I never had the chance to really get into breakdancing, but with the help of Floor Kids, now I can. Floor Kids is a breakdancing rhythm game, and I know how crazy that sounds. In 2017, who would think about breakdancing? The answer is anyone who sees it for even a second. That's the thing about breakdancing. Everyone who has ever seen it has some small desire to be able to do it. Floor Kids brings this to you with beautiful hand-drawn style art and fun music. As the game starts, you choose starting character and hit the streets. Each location has a story that is shown in a comic book fashion, and the locations are unlocked by earning specific numbers of stars. Inside the location, you will find 3 songs that allow you to earn up to 5 stars each. This sounds very generic for many games, especially rhythm games that are on the market today. But this game has a very unique appeal. As the music starts, you make your character dance, of course. This is accomplished by using a combination of the A, B, X, and Y buttons for basic moves, the up, down, L, and R buttons for variations, and rotating the analog stick for power moves. As you change these moves, you guessed it, your character dances, and it's so much fun to watch. Your little guy or girl goes back and forth, up and down, does flips and spins on their back and their head. You choose what moves the character does when, but it always feels like it fits the music perfectly. You receive basic points by hitting the button in time with the beat. You can receive more points by changing up your moves and making sure you perform each of the 16 possible moves. Throughout the song, your crowd will request different moves types, and meeting their demands brings along even more points. You only have a certain amount of time to make these moves happen, which is faster and faster as you move on to harder levels. The final way to gain extra points can easily be the difference between receiving 3, 4, or 5 stars. Twice during each song, you must tap a button in time with the notes to make the song. This is denoted by the X's placed along the line. After each of these sets, the game displays the percent you hit and how many misses you had. The difference in scores can be as much as 6,500 points. See how this could knock you down 2 or 3 stars? You earn stars for 2 reasons. As previously stated, they are needed to unlock future locations. Beyond that, earning 3 or more stars during the song gives you the character card for the character in the crowd. When you get 4 cards for one character, that character is unlocked. Each character has their own moves, which are fun to watch, but they also have their own strengths and weaknesses. On top of that, you're required to unlock all characters before playing the final location. As with many games that have you earning stars, Floor Kids is easy to play, but hard to master. During the early levels, I was easily able to hit 4 stars every time, and even receive 5 stars on one level. Around the middle of the game, the difficulty started to catch up with me, and even receiving 3 stars was beginning to get difficult. By the time I played the final song, the music and crowd requests were moving so fast that I was surprised I even received 2 stars. The question you always need to ask yourself is, are you having fun while playing this? To that I must say yes. I had plenty to play while doing the review, but I kept coming back to Floor Kids. Watching the characters dance and knowing it was me that was making it happen brought me closest as I could ever get to actually breakdancing. Mix that with the great music, and I'm far from a hip hop fan, and really cool art style. I would say this is a win.